Hey everyone, Chris up here at SLE Equipment here in Nashville, Tennessee. I have here a 7x12 in black with blackout trim sitting on top of a 5,200 pound axle. This is a concession trailer. It comes with a 50 amp electrical package, city water fill, 3-bay dishwashing sink, single bay hand washing sink, extended tongue generator platform, side entry on passenger side next to concession window and concession table. I'm going to be going over how to hook up your power and your water, along with some other things about the trailer. Starting at the front here with your 50 amp electrical package. Before plugging up your power cable, make sure that the power is turned off at the source, either the generator or breaker system. Once that's turned off, or you've ensured that it's turned off, you can then plug in your cable. You'll just pop this collar up, push in, twist to the right, and tighten that collar up right there. And then you can turn the power on at either the generator or breaker system. When you're ready to unhook, go ahead and turn the power off. Come over here, undo your collar, push in, twist to the left, and store the cable on the inside of the trailer. Coming over here to your city water fill, it is on the driver's side. This cover, once you open up this cover right here, you will find two orifices. The one on the left allows you to fill the freshwater tank on the inside. The one on the right allows you to have direct pressure. It does thread up to a 1-inch water hose. It will give you direct pressure to the cold side of the sinks on the inside. When you're done, obviously just close this back up, tighten that, unscrew that, pop that grommet back in, shut the door. Moving over here to your gray water waste. This is a 3-inch hose fitting right here with a 1-inch hose fitting on the face of it. Once you get the cap removed off the face and your hose connected to it and the hose ran to the proper dump spot, you'll just pull this lever right here, releasing the water inside the gray water tank. When you're done, disconnect your hose, pop your cap back on, you're good to go. Moving down here to your 5,200 pound axle, you're going to see in the center right here you do have a rubber grommet. Behind that grommet is a grease fitting. Depending on how often you're pulling the trailer, really depends on the maintenance on the axles, but a rule of thumb, every 10,000 miles or every 3 months, just pop that off, have a grease gun, pop it on there, pump it full of grease, and you should be good to go. Coming around the back side of the trailer, you do have two barn doors with a bar lock. Stepping in the back of the trailer, to the left on the driver's side wall, you have 3 plugs. To the right, the passenger side with the concession window, you have 2 plugs. The switches are next to the plug as you enter in the side entry door there. They do control both inside LEDs and outside LEDs. Coming over here to the front of the trailer, you do have your 3-bay dishwashing sink along with your single bay hand washing sink. The cabinet doors allow you access to your plumbing and electrical underneath. So you can see there your water heater, water pump, freshwater tank, 12-volt battery, and your power cable that is provided. Coming down here real quick, you're going to see these 3 knobs right here. This is for weatherization. When temperatures drop below 32 degrees, it's really important that you get all the moisture out of these systems to prevent any cracking or breaking of any of this stuff. So the way you would go about doing that is you're going to drain the tank. So you have this knob that controls the flow from the tank. You have this knob that has a drop going underneath the trailer, and then you have this, which is a air fitting. So this knob is in line with the system, so it is currently open. These are out of line with the system, so they are closed. We're going to open the second knob right here, allowing the water to drain out of the tank. Once you've drained all the water out of your freshwater tank, go ahead and close this up and close your tank up as well. Once you've done that, have an air compressor ready with an air hose and have the compressor set to below 30 psi. Once these are closed and your compressor is ready, hook it up to this air fitting right here. Use this third knob as a control valve. So when you hook the air up to this, you can start to crack this knob right here, forcing the air through your water pump and hot water heater up and out to the fixtures on your sink. So you're pushing that air through these systems and making sure that the fixtures up here are open, all hot and cold. The idea is to push as much of the moisture out of your water pump and hot water heater up and out to the sinks and down into your gray water tank as much as possible. While you're running air through it, you'll see here on top of your hot water heater, you do have a tab that runs to a drop outside, again, underneath the trailer. While you're running air through your system, go ahead and pull this tab up, and that will start to begin to drain your hot water tank. I have an 18-gallon compressor tank here at the shop. I generally do it about 2 cycles of the compressor to ensure that I've gotten as much moisture out of the system as possible. The switch for your water pump is on the face of the cabinet to the right. When you're not using it, just shut it off. When you are using it, turn it on. Once you turn the water on, you can hear the water pump humming under there. And above the sink right there, you do have your breaker system, your inverter, and your fuse panel underneath that, along with an additional outlet above the sink. It does have AC and heat. The owner's manual and controls will be left inside the sink right there. Two LEDs above the concession window. Again, this is a 7x12 black with blackout trim. It has an extended tongue generator platform, 50 amp electrical package, city water fill. If you have any questions, feel free to call. My name is Chris up here at SLE. Thanks and have a good day.